It's the pre-match press conference here at Coventry Sphinx before our second pre-season friendly of the season against Pershore on Saturday. We're here with Shaun Thomas, joint manager here at Coventry Sphinx. Tomo, well, that was an impressive outing on Saturday. Was it the perfect way to get going? Were you impressed as we were with the performance?
Yeah, Liam. I think we stood here last week, didn't we? And we said that we just wanted to be competitive and score some good goals when the opportunity arises, and they definitely did that. And really grounded, so please don't think we're getting ahead of ourselves, but we went over there and played a really experienced side, a really strong side in Stratford who moved the ball really well, and we were good, you know. And I think it's just that little bit of belief that we can compete and we are a good side, and okay, we might not be fancied or the most glamorous side, but we're a good side. And it doesn't guarantee you wins in the season, it doesn't guarantee you anything, but as a first game for 90 minutes against a good side, I thought we were very good.
Well, your co-manager John Woodward called Saturday's performance a surprise. I mean, as you were saying, it was a great performance, but we don't want to really raise expectations based on one game. But has it raised your belief that maybe good things could be achieved this season?
Yeah, definitely, and we're quietly confident, Liam, and we'd rather be in a position where people don't give us a cat and house chance. We're very used to not being, as I said, very fashionable. We're very used to not people saying we're not this, we're not that, and actually they keep proving people wrong. And I think there's an element of them wanting to prove themselves right, actually. And so we weren't. I think we're just looking for little confidence boosters, little signs that we are on the right track. I don't know if you'll ask about training, but training's been excellent again tonight, and they're just a good group of lads to work with, and they did a good job on Saturday. And this year, as I said, it's a bit of a step into the unknown, but we're quite confident that we'll be more than ready.
Well, training has been a success, and the first game has been a success. But how important was not just a winning start, but a strong performance in that first match?
Yeah, definitely. I think you go over and there's always a bit of imposter syndrome going on, where you think you can go over and you can get turned over if you're not careful here, because when you started running through the appearances that their players had made in the National League, in League One last year, you think, you know, it could be a difficult afternoon, and it is pre-season, and I would say we were very happy with our performance. We set them the target of going to disrupt their play, getting in around them, and treat it like this is the first game of the season, and they did that, and they were very good. And first half excellent, very compact and very with good value. Second half, I actually think the game opened up with all the substitutions and some of their lads that came on. Whether or not they've got a point to prove, I thought Stratford were excellent second half, but yeah, it was pleasing to get in.
And still Woody and Guesty to come back as well. How crucial is their return and their leadership to the team's morale?
Yeah, and with Woody and Guesty, they're excellent, and I think they in themselves manage that changing room, and it makes our job really easy. What we do know though is that there's a leadership group that's evolving. People who might not have been as confident to stick their hand up in their first season with us are now stepping up to the plate. So it should be like that. Whenever Callum and Woody isn't there, the lads should still police themselves. They should make sure that everyone is doing the right thing. And you've got people like Jack, Max, Dill, Kyle, Bryson. They're all senior lads now, and they're all doing a good job. And obviously there is more than that. Your Cal Whitesides and Jordans. You could go through the whole 11, the whole 16, and they're all leading and driving the team on themselves as well.
Well, you mentioned Jack Downs there. He was on the score sheet at the Arden Garages Stadium. A standout performance from him, but are you hoping he hasn't used up his one goal a season on a friendly?
Right, so I think you know when his only goal was last year, don't you, where he popped up at the butts. And it become a little bit of a running joke actually, where we just wanted him to just find that goal scoring form, and he got off the mark, and then obviously he scored 2 great goals on Saturday. They were excellent, and now he's telling everyone he's replacing Kelly's 40 goals. So nothing like high standards that he's setting himself. So if he doesn't get 40, we won't be disappointed. But if he can chip in with a few more, we'll be over the moon.
A new goalkeeper made his debut too, Keelan Fallows. A strong performance, and it looks like a great signing in a key position. Do you think that's the goalkeeping question now answered? Yeah,
absolutely. We had, I wouldn't say courted Keelan, but we had to work hard to convince him that we are a club that he can really thrive in. I think he's open and honest that he's spent a couple of years after coming out of Coventry set up there of not being a number one full time, and He's a young boy, he's a big lad, he's very, very good with his hands, very good with his feet, and we come away from Saturday just thinking, yeah, you know what, I'm pleased that he got a decent performance, because it helps settle him into the group. And whilst there was never any doubts about his abilities, I think just lads just need time with each other just to click and bond, and that process certainly started because he was very assured.
Well, onto the game on Saturday. Pershore, a step 5 side, maybe a different kind of test to the one we saw against Stratford. What are you hoping to see this weekend?
So, I mean, I don't know what their manager's going to say to them, but I want our lads to show the level. I want them to Pershore to feel the level. It's a step, but you know, we want to be a good step 4 side. So we need to make sure that we have the same almost respect that we showed Stratford. That if we're cheap with the ball, if we're not moving the ball quick enough, they can hurt us. I think we have to go and have the same mindset against Pershore, where you need to make them feel the level. They've got the same approach that maybe we would have had on Saturday, just gone to try and disrupt our flow. And again, about over-egging it, is a pre-season game and it is about those cliches, but I just want our lads to, if you can play on 2, play on 2. If you've got the opportunity to take your shot, you take your shot. Don't overthink the game and just move that ball with purpose.
As we said last week, it is only pre-season, results don't really matter, but after beating a step 3 side in convincing fashion last week, is there a little bit more pressure added to a game like this going up against a step 5 team where we're the favourites heading into it?
Yeah, and I mean, you could win 6 out of 6 in pre-season and then get turned over on your first game. So it is about performance, and I think, harking back to your earlier questions, I think the pleasing thing about Saturday was the performance. It wasn't as necessarily about the win, because the win is meaningless. It doesn't come with any points or attached to it, but the performance was good. So if we go and put in a good performance like that, then the win is sort of like secondary to that, and it will follow on. So yeah, we're just looking for, and I'll say it, we're saying again, we're really competitive. We impose ourselves and we saw some good goals and the opportunity arises. And
finally, it is an away game against Pershore, but it's being held at Cryfield at Warwick University, so it is in the city. What would it mean to the lads to see a strong Sphinx contingent come out and back them on Saturday?
Amazing, Liam. And Saturday was great. You walk out and you see the people that you've spent a lot of time with last year. You don't realise that you live in each other's pockets a little bit, but you see Noah, you see the parents, you see Scott's mum and dad who's there, who's the keeper that I was talking to. And it was brilliant just seeing everybody just get gelling back together, and it sort of bonds us during the tough times. So we'd love to see as many people over there as what we can do, and they're always cheering us on, come rain or shine. So yeah, it'd be excellent if we can see that contingent, and then a couple more if they can bring someone with them, just to open their eyes to non-league football.
Well, let's hope the White and Blue Army are out in force and another victory is in the bag. Shaun, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, Neil.